Hello everyone and welcome back to another gameplay of Farming Simulator 18. And in this video we are basically going to harvest the potatoes that we have planted in the previous gameplay. As in the previous gameplay I did nothing except planting potatoes on only 3 crops, so I'm pretty sure that this gameplay is going to be a little bit longer, because today I'm going to first of all I'm going to plant some wheat, because I said in the previous gameplay that I'm running out of straw, and of course I need a lot of straw in order to reduce my fertilizer expenses. And moreover, I'm also going to plant some corn, and today I actually have a plan to purchase a forage harvester, and then I will make some chaff, and I'm also interested to make some slurry from the chaff. So these are the tasks that I'm going to do today. So let's get started. And if I see the map, so you can see that all the potato fields are growing, which means it's a very nice time to plant some to plant some wheat. Actually, sorry, I was stuck there. Alright, so we have one potato planter here. Oh, it is. Alright, so as you can see that the potatoes are not growing in this field, but they are in the initial or the early growing stage in these two fields, so which is a good sign, which means we have a lot of time to do some other tasks. So I'm going to park this potato planter here, and I'm going to plant the wheat in these two fields, the fields which is in front of farm silos, and the second field which is in front of sheep farm. So probably here is the Amazon condor, and yeah, so let me grab it. And you can see I have just left some space there, a little portion of that field. It's looking very ugly. Alright, so let me quickly change the seed type, because I always forget. And yeah, so let's plant some wheat there. By the way, I'm really thankful to Giants that they finally added the Amazon condor in Farming Simulator 18. Because of its large working range, you can plant a lot of crops even on a very large field in no time, so it's very handy, especially if you have a lot of field, then you definitely need this implement. So at first when it was added to Farming Simulator 18 in the version 1.2.0.3, if you are watching my previous gameplay, in one of my gameplay I said that I'm not going to use this Amazon condor, because in that update the wheel physics of this server was not so good. It was very difficult to turn this server, and yeah, so finally the developer fixed the wheel physics of this implement in the next update in the version 1.2.0.4. and yeah, so the version 1.0.5 do not have a lot of things, but I think they just fixed some minor bugs. Well, I don't think that this game has some bugs. At least I did not see any bug in this game. Yeah, you can find some bugs when playing this game in multiplayer, especially if you place some grass bales on a trailer. At first it will show you that you are loading the straw bales. Yeah, so two bales the first two bales it shows that you are loading the straw bales, and I don't know why, but that bug is really strange and funny as well. So alright, so we have done here, and now what I'm going to do is to so and you can see that we have cultivated these fields as well. So I'm going to park this cultivator here. Actually, I started to park some of my vehicles here because it's very easy to work on these fields if you have some implements here. So I just dedicated one harvester and one tractor to these fields. You may say this is my second farm in this game. So you can also do this, because trust me, it's really handy and it saves a lot of time. And time is very important in Farming Simulator 18, because yeah, everything depends on time. So alright, so you can see that the corn is already selected, so I'm going to plant corn on, not on these. Alright, so I'm going to plant corn on these fields. I will make chaff from corn, some chaff from corn, and the remaining corn I will harvest and sold as a separate crop. Alright, so I think the helper will manage here. Now I'm so lazy that I did not move this challenger to my farm, and this tractor is here for last 3 days, and yeah, so I'm actually a pretty much lazy farmer. And alright, so now it's here, so let's move. Where is the next tractor? Alright, so it's here. And as I'm going to plant corn on those fields, so this is after a very long time I'm going to plant multiple crops here. So as this harvester is dedicated to this area, so the second crop that I'm going to plant is of course the sunflower. Now I'm not going with canola because I already have a lot of money, so sunflower is a pleasant crop, and the flowers really looks nice. However, if you are running out of money, you can plant some canola on these fields, especially on this large field. Now whatever crop you plant is not important. The important thing is that either if you fertilize your crops or not, because trust me, fertilization really increased the yield of your crops. So you can make a really handsome amount of money if you are fertilizing all of your field. And it doesn't make any sense if you are using the liquid fertilizer, which is expensive, the most expensive fertilizer. Still you will get a lot of money, but the whatever you say, but the main object is to fertilize your crops on any cost. Otherwise you will get less yield, and you will harvest the whole field, and you will find that you only got one tipper of this certain crop from the whole field, and which is really very ridiculous, and it also wastes a lot of time. So try to fertilize your fields. Even if you don't have the natural fertilizer, you can use the solid liquid or solid fertilizer, but do not forget to fertilize your field. It's a really important thing. Alright, so you can see that you can make slurry from a lot of things, including grass, straw, and chaff. So this is also very helpful thing. So alright, so now I'm going to fertilize these fields quickly with the liquid fertilizer. I can use manure, but for this moment I'm just going with the liquid fertilizer. The reason even I don't know, maybe for saving some time, because the manure separator has only 12 meters of working range, which is very small. Alright, so you can see that in less than 1 minute I just fertilized the whole field. So similarly, let's go with the next field. Don't worry if you left some portion of the field. It really doesn't make any sense if you left a large patches of field which are not fertilized, because uh, basically that field will be fertilized. And you can also see that I have a very small amount of sheep, maybe only 10. I'm actually not interested to have a lot of sheep, because they only produce wool, and yeah, they do not produce any manure or other fertilizers, so that's why I have very small number of sheep on my farm. Alright, so now it's only management here. Now I'm going to move this helper to the next field. And here we go. And I think this worker is stuck here. So as I said in my previous gameplay, it is important that you regularly check your helpers, especially on these fields, because they stuck in these trees, and you have to be careful. Otherwise, when you return after doing a lot of things, then you will find that your helper is stuck here, and the remaining field is growing, but some part of the field is still intact and it needs to be cultivated, or the crop is not planted on a certain part of your field. So that's really disgusting. So make sure that you regularly check your helpers. It can really save a lot of time. So let's hide this helper once again here. And alright, so now I'm going to actually, alright, oh sorry, now let's refill this fertilizer sprayer and move this sprayer to our other fields which we have. And after that I will hire a helper there. It's 96% full and it's 100%. Alright, so this tractor has the this tractor is the most powerful tractor in this game, but still it has very slow, or it has very low top speed. It has only 50 kilometers per hour speed, which is not very fast. So even Massey Ferguson is better than this tractor. So you can see that the corn is also growing. Alright, so as I said in my previous gameplays that the corn is the only crop in this game which has a very long growth period. It grows really slowly. I mean, it takes a lot of time for the corn to fully grow and to be ready to harvest. Even sometime, if you will not hire worker, you can work even more faster. Alright, so as I already mentioned the task I'm going to do, so let's make the rest of the video a time-lapse video so that we can cover a lot of things in just 10 to 12 minutes of gameplay. So if you like this gameplay, you can always drop a like. If you have any suggestion for my video, then please don't hesitate and tell me in the comment section, and I'm sure that I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye.